I'm back with the Star Wars. Okay, where did I leave off exactly?
I'm just telling this one about the time I risked my neck for my old crew.
Well, you heard him. Go on.
So there we were. Just a simple trip to the market for some milk, or so we thought. Out of nowhere, a syndicate ship intercepts our path, weapons charged up.
A crime syndicate ship?
Yeah, not uncommon. Lateron was prone to attacks by gangsters now and then. Most of us weren't fighters. We were traders and dealers. That's probably worse, though.
Maybe. Which group?
The Hutts or the Sons or somebody. I wasn't gonna stick around and ask. I had to get us out of there. I pulled a snap 180 during the takeoff. We found a shortcut through a cave. But of course there wasn't an exit, so I had to make my own, if you know what I mean. After dodging falling debris in the pitch-black darkness, I managed to avoid detection and basically saved all of our lives. Didn't get a medal, but I probably deserved one.
Not bad. I expect to see flying like that on this trip.
I don't. I only pull those moves when I'm in danger and need to escape. So let's try to avoid that, kid.
We'll try our best.
The Empire is bleeding this planet. They don't just want to take Kashyyyk's resources. They want to make sure there's nothing left.
Sounds like the Empire, all right.
My research has uncovered small details of this Imperial operation. They're calling it Project Siphon.
Just a fancy name for an invasion.
It's a win-win for the Empire. They mine and refine Roshir tree sap into valuable resources.
And take control of Kashyyyk and the Wookiees all at once. I can see why Saw's here.
In the previous episode, Cal freed the Wookiees from the oppression of the Empire. But something tells me that Cal will return to this place and Kashyyyk will still be a hellhole. Kashyyyk's gonna Kashyyyk, I guess. Let's go back to Zeffo so we can play some more Jedi Tomb Raider.
Back to Zeffo. Back to Zeffo, huh?
The Empire might have found a Zeffo tomb. We can't waste any time.
Pity. Heard about a high-stakes game from one of Saw's fighters. A few extra credits couldn't hurt, you know?
Gambling? Grease, use your head. One of these days, the Haxian brood is going to catch up with you.
Those slubs? I'll hear them coming from a parsec away.
I don't need your gambling habit causing us more trouble with murderous criminal syndicates.
You're right, I know it. I just want to blow off some stress every once in a while, you know? Anyway, all of that is in the past. I'm sure it won't be a problem. All right, we're here. Get in your chair.
There's a long journey ahead of us. These ancient tombs didn't survive all this time because they were easy to find.
It's a challenge I'm willing to take.
I can see that. I'm glad you believe in what we're trying to accomplish.
I wasn't sure at first.
I don't blame you. We were alone on Bracca a long time, probably expecting Jedi from the High Council. But instead, you got us.
And you got me. We're in this together.
Yes, we are.
We got this by the ass. There's definitely nobody who can stop us. Except for maybe Darth Vader. Don't worry, Darth Vader's not in this game, I promise. It's just stormtroopers and Imperial officers and lowly Inquisitors. Darth Vader. He's got more important things to do with his time. Why would he waste it fighting us?
You and me, we're unstoppable together. Don't you think, kid, huh? The man is in greaves. Every time, perfect landing.
You could say that.
Ever piloted a ship before?
No, mostly just scrapper transports in Bracca.
Oh, kid, you gotta get in the cockpit sometime. Feel the controls in your hands and the galaxy in your grasp. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Sounds good. Let me know when.
Huh? No, not mine. Not the Manus, no way. I'm just saying you should try it sometime. But with someone else's ship.
Fair enough, Grease, fair enough. Mantis is a pretty cool ship, though. Let me customize Cal's poncho. Oh boy, the poncho. This is what the sequel does right. You can customize anything on Cal, even down to his facial hair. Here, not so much. You're limited to the poncho and the outfit he's wearing. However, in this game you can customize the Mantis, but not so much in Jedi Survivor. So, fair trade-off, I guess. Actually, no, not a fair trade-off. The sequel is just better in every way. Some people may disagree and look back on all the performance issues that Jedi Survivor had upon launch, and still think that Jedi Fallen Order is the better game, but I reconsider that. Give it another try, please. Jedi Survivor is awesome, and EA fixed most of the glaring issues. And hell, it's not like this game was perfect upon launch either. Hell, I thought this game was actually kind of unplayable when it was initially released on PS4. There were just a fuck ton of bugs, and the game kept constantly freezing on me. And now this game is fixed. Hopefully Jedi 3 just comes out perfectly, or as close to perfect as it can. Like, can we not have a game broken on launch? Is that too much to ask for, EA? Stop rushing your developers. Respawn is a very good developer.
There's gotta be some information on their excavation inside, right? Always looking on the bright side. Thanks, buddy.
But EA is just EA at this point. It's not like it used to be. And this guy's about to get fucked up. Oh, yep. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. Or Rush Hour 2 for that matter. Anyway, I'm running past the Joe test since I technically fought him already. Wow, he caught up to me that quickly. What the hell? I thought I was dealing with the other stormtrooper, but maybe not.
Reinforcements are on the way.
What? You're telling me that there are no reinforcements on the way? What did I sign up for? No, seriously, what did the stormtrooper sign up for? The Empire should have just kept the clones. I think there was an in-lore reason as to why the Empire stopped using clones, though. I forgot what it was. That was my phone. I'm sure it was a number of things, actually. It was one major reason was because it was cheaper to get humans as opposed to manufacturing clones. That was the main reason. I think another reason was because Tarkin just didn't like clones. You remember Grand Moff Tarkin from Episode 4? You may fire when ready. That guy. Yeah, he was not nice. Not nice at all.
Any sign of the tomb?
No, and the Empire's been stepping up security.
Keep your focus. Watch out for him, BD.
Okay, we'll keep looking.
And the strange thing about Tarkin is that he's the only person that is on Darth Vader's level. In terms of rank, that is. And he's not even a Sith Lord, he's just a guy with a lot of political pull.
You see the Star Destroyer? It's a Venator.
There could be useful intel inside.
I'll try to find a way to it.
Okay, so we need to find out what's inside the Star Destroyer, but first, let's take a detour. We have to fight a couple of Jotasses in order to reach that detour, though. Okay, it's just one Jotas. But still, these creatures can be pretty dangerous. And they don't have stun meters, so you have to rely on openings. Getting behind the enemy is the most important thing when it comes to this creature. You kind of want to dance around with the Jotas. Or Jotaz. It's Taz, like the Tasmanian Devil, not Tez. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. Philly accent. I call shenanigans on that. That shockwave should not have hit me. Shenanigans Skywalker. Fucking hell. Fancy gut stab with the double staff. The animation is slightly different with the dual staff as opposed to the single blade. Can't say the same for the other double staff kills in this game. It seems like Cal just retracts the second blade and goes for a single bladed kill every time. That was something that was fixed in Survivor. There were more kill animations depending on which stance you have. Some of those kills were pretty violent too. I'm like, take it easy, Cal, take it easy. New poncho material discovered. Cal loves them ponchos. This one is Hypershell, which I assume is silver or gray. And Star Wars sure loves its silver and gray colors. Or at least the Empire does.
General Gianna, our forces have inflicted heavy damage to the Separatist dreadnought. Unfortunately, the same is true for our vessel. Despite the damage, I recommend we see this through. Together. You know, I'm not one to back down from a fight.
Good old clone troopers, you gotta love these guys. From what I've seen from the Dave Filoni Clone Wars, the clones are actually likable characters. And of course there's always the Republic Commando video game, which focuses solely on clones. I want to know what your favorite clone trooper in the franchise is. I think mine would either be Rex or Cody. Probably because they're the two most prominent clones, but still, it's Rex and Cody. Man, freaking crawl spaces. This game likes to do that a lot. And so does Final Fantasy VII Remake. Man, 7 Remake abuses the crawl spaces a little bit. Hopefully Square does away with that video game design in Rebirth, seeing as that's a more open-ended world. But we shall see. Here's a special Jotez. You wanna know why he's special? He's rabid. So apparently rabies exists in the galaxy far, far away. That's good to know. Actually, no, it's not good to know. This guy's tough. Oh god, I'm sorry. Just like with the albino Weeshock, some of this guy's attacks are unblockable, so you have to dodge out of the way. And this guy understandably hits like a truck on steroids, so watch out. Oh boy, I may have bitten off more than I could chew with this one. Look, I'm just a Padawan, okay? I don't have a master. I don't have Qui-Gon Jinn or Obi-Wan Kenobi to teach me the ways of the light side. And Cere really isn't a Jedi anymore, so she doesn't count. Kinda wanna play this like Punch-Out. You wait for him to strike, then when he's open, you punch him in the face back. He'll usually do a 3-hit swipe, that is if he's not doing an unblockable attack first. Kill the Jotaz somehow. Rabbit Jotaz defeated. The creature's not that hard. It's mainly the hurdle of getting killed in 3 hits, but if you time your perfect parry well, you should be fine. Diving deeper into the ship is going to be easier now that the boss is dead. It's just a few rats nesting in here and a couple of those spiky pods. I forgot what those pods are called. The good thing about the pods is that when you force push them, they explode, and that explosive acid splashes around in a large area. The acid does not linger on the ground, however, it just kind of blows up and that's it.
Thanks for the help.
We have a couple more Uncharted-style platforming sections, as well as a certain KX droid just standing guard. I don't know why he's here. This whole thing is derelict, why is there just this one K2SO droid here? It probably must have escaped all of those outdoor creatures. Don't mess with KX droids, they are powerful. Though they're not as powerful as the Dark Troopers. I'm not sure if Dark Troopers are in the new Disney canon. I want to say yes, but I haven't seen them yet. I want to say the last time I seen Dark Troopers in action was 2008 or 2009 with The Force Unleashed, and I never saw those guys again. Yeah, you can try grabbing me, it's not gonna work. Wow, I'm gonna run full steam ahead. Now I'm just gonna stop right in front of you so I can get chopped up. Dumb droid, I hate you. Go back to the scrap heap. You don't belong in the Empire at all. The only way out of here is through that door on the other side of the river. But there's something in the water that's electrifying it. Need to find whatever that is. Could be a live wire or a loose battery. And you have to deal with it. Oh, and there's just this random scaz. I would push them into the water since they don't swim, but that's a bit cruel and unusual. I only do that to stormtroopers because they deserve it. So where's the wire at? I can't really tell where it's at. Oh, it's on the other side, that's right. Could not see it, it was slightly blending into the background. I'm blind, so I can't see shit. Alright, no more zappies. That's a thing of the past. Unless they decide to bring in Emperor Palpatine out of nowhere. Somehow, Palpatine has returned. Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did. You gotta admit, that is one of the wackiest ride-arounds in movie history. Rise of Skywalker is just bad. It sucked. And yes, I did see it again between the break of the last part and this part, and it's still just as bad as it was when it first came out.
General, are you injured?
I'm fine, Commander. Where is Master? Where is my Padawan?
My men are scouting the wreckage now. We'll find them. I'm getting a transmission now. Probably the squad. Hang on. It's from the Supreme Chancellor.
Transmission from the Chancellor. Oh boy, what could this mean? It's about Order 66. We all know the execution of the Jedi. The scene, or at least a couple of scenes that awarded Revenge of the Sith its PG-13 rating. The slaughter of the younglings, if you will. Man, that was a dark scene. Revenge of the Sith as a whole is just a dark movie. Can't really say the same for the other movies though, except for Attack of the Clones and Empire Strikes Back. I feel like those get kind of close. But the newer movies, like The Force Awakens, not really. The Last Jedi kind of gets close. Rogue One kind of gets close. I don't know what Rise of Skywalker was. Like I said before, I hate that movie. But if Disney decides to make more Star Wars movies in the theaters again, which hopefully isn't for another while, hopefully they hold back on the Marvel humor because the last couple of movies were a bit farcical, in my opinion. They were just weird. The TV shows, though, I can get behind, except for Book of Boba Fett. That one was kind of boring, but the other TV shows were fantastic. Or at least good enough for me to watch and enjoy it. Like in Mandalorian Season 3's case. I did not hate Mandalorian Season 3, but it was lacking compared to the other two seasons. Oh my god, Skazes! On my ass! Get them away from me! Wait, I didn't even touch that one with the lightsaber. How did it just split in half? The water must be acidic or something. This is stupid. Well, that's the Skaz, the Skaz attack, as I like to call it. Here's the secret area, which I think just has a chest. Or maybe a Force Echo, I'm not sure. You do have to dodge some crushers, though, which aren't insta-kill, thankfully. I don't even think they do that much damage. They just take a bit of health off and they respawn you back to the place you just jumped. You just did this with Resident Evil 4 separate ways. I'm good with patience. And patience is a virtue.
Zephonian skull. Killed in some kind of horrifying disaster long ago.
Zephonian cranium. Oh, say that 3 times fast. I didn't take a good look at the skull since it was on the ground, but it seems like it's a mixture between a cow skull and a T-Rex skull. It's kind of weird looking. It's an alien skull, it's from Star Wars, that's all that seems to matter. But here, if you exit the cave and take a left, there's going to be an Easter egg. Except, not really.
Hey, Grease, you busy?
Well, I was trying to watch No, I'm not busy. Never busy. So, you need something?
I'm standing next to 2 crashed ships. Looks like you weren't the only pilot who had trouble with the wind here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're just realizing that? Where have you been? I mean, it doesn't get better than me.
Yeah, okay. All I wanted to say was thanks.
You're a You're welcome, kid. But I gotta go. I got a thing, so gotta. See ya.
Wow, Gris cannot even take a compliment. Oh, prickly bastard. Anyway, that crashed starfighter was an ARC-170, Aggressive Reconnaissance. And believe it or not, that is actually my favorite ship in all of Star Wars. Yes, I like it even more than the X-Wing. It's mostly the design as well as the deadliness of the ARC-170 that puts it in top tier for me. And you can also put 3, maybe 4 pilots in there. Every other starfighter has a seat for 1 or 2.
Probe droid. They're watching us through the...
Oh boy, get the probe droids out of my face. Just like in Empire Strikes Back, the probe droids go down in 1 to 2 shots, but they also self-destruct. So make sure they're not near you if they decide to blow up, because that will take off a lot of health. Even in story mode difficulty, it does a ton of damage. Cal says no. Can't even hug probe droids. What is wrong with you? The best course of action for these guys, these bots, is to just reflect their bolts back at them. And whenever they decide they want to end it, you just force push them away. Or if you're quick enough, you can slash them, but that's a bit riskier.
All squads on red alert.
Commander was killed by a lightsaber.
Survivor. Wow, they just name-dropped the whole sequel before it even existed. But before I end the episode, I am going to get a force ability that is going to be hella useful. I just need to get to a meditation point.
I think we're getting close. I noticed it earlier, this feeling in the pit of my stomach. At first I thought it was Grease's cooking. Now it's getting even stronger. I think the closer we are, the worse I feel. It can't mean anything good.
What if it is Grease's cooking? You're just overreacting, Cal. Alright, hopefully I should have 2 force points, which I do. Now I can buy the Force Repulse. A move where you can jump into the air and slam the ground with your fist, causing a shockwave. This move is a guaranteed game changer. The Repulse is something you want to get ASAP. Anyway, stay tuned for part 13 on Wednesday where we explore more of this Zeffo tomb.